will take about previous year question paper, December 2008, sum number 2. This sum requires you to prepare a financial statement for a company called Delta for the year 30th September 2008. It has got a few adjustments, but for our purpose, we are going to take up only note number 4, which deals with construction contract. So on 1st October 2007, Delta began a substantial construction project for a customer. The fixed contract price was 60 million and the estimated duration of the contract was 2 years. So the total revenue expected here is 60 million and the duration is 2 years. So we are preparing for 2008, so 1 year period is over. So we have to work out the cost incurred up to date and what is the total cost. This information is required. So on the date they purchased a plant for 15 million. So we are going to work out cost incurred to date, then additional cost or further cost to be incurred, then total cost. They purchased a plant for 15 million. So they have purchased a plant for 15 million. Materials they have purchased for 10 million. Both amount being for exclusive use on contract. They debited both amounts to the contract account that appears in the trial balance. That particular treatment is not correct. We are going to provide the exact information after calculating the profit made and the amount due from the customer. They also used employees at a monthly cost of 500,000 throughout the 12-month period beginning 1st October 2007. So labor cost comes to 500 into 12, that is 6,000. That is the labor cost incurred. These employee costs are included in production cost in the trial balance. That should also be removed and we are going to. On 1st October 2008, Delta purchased additional material for exclusive use under contract at a cost of 10 million. So further cost incurred comes to 10,000. They expected to require employees to work under contract at a monthly cost of 400,000 for the 12-month period to 30th September 2009. That is, labor cost is to be incurred at the rate of 400 into 12, which comes to 4,080. The plant and equipment purchased for use under contract is expected to have no residual value on 30th September 2009. The plant has been purchased for 15,000 and it is going to be used exclusively for the contract and there is no residual value. That means first year you have to provide for 50% depreciation, second year you have to provide for the balance 50% depreciation. So in the case of cost incurred, we are not going to take 15,000, we are going to take only 50% of it, which comes to 7,500 in the first year and 7,500 in the second year. Now we will work out the cost incurred here. Cost incurred comes to so 23,500 is the cost incurred so far, and if you calculate the total cost in respect of plant, it comes to 15,000. In respect of material, it comes to 20,000. In respect of labor, it comes to 10,800. So the total cost comes to 45,800. Now, these informations are required for us. There is cost incurred today comes to 23,500. Total cost is 45,800. Total revenue is 60,000. Now we will prepare the contract account and the profit and loss account. Contract account will give us the information of the amount due from the customer, whereas the profit and loss account will give us the information as to the profit made. So contract account plus you have to debit the cost incurred. So cost incurred we have already worked out, that comes to 23,500. If there is any cash received or bank check received, we are going to credit, which that particular information has not been provided, that means no money has been received. So this is debited to this account. Now coming to the profit loss account, as I told you, it is a total cost multiplied by the percentage of completion, percentage completed. So in this case, total cost comes to 45,800. The directors of Delta considered that the contract was 50% complete. So the stage of completion is given in the sum itself, that is 50% is completed. So you take 50% of this 45,800, which comes to 22,900. Then it should be credited with total revenue multiplied by percentage completed. So total revenue expected is 60,000. So 60,000 multiplied by 50%. So that comes to 30,000. Now we arrive at the balance, which will give us the attributable profit. So the credit side total comes to 30,000. So balancing figure is 7,100. Balance carried on, which will tell us the profit made, that is Y balance carried on 7,100. Now, as I told you, there should be a corresponding credit entry here towards this one, that is 22,900, and there should be a corresponding debit entry for this one, which comes to 30,000. So if you total up, the debit side comes to 53,500. 53,500. So my balance is 30,600. It is to balance brought down comes to 30,600. That is amount due from that particular customer is 30,600. This will appear in the current assets in the statement of financial position. So in respect of these items, this 22,900 will be included in the cost of sales, and this 30,000 has to be included in revenue. So thereby we will account for the difference of 7,100 towards the profit.